Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID, so please reach out to us and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you. Okay. So first question is, what is Terraform? So anyone have idea about the Terraform? Anyone?
Terra, yeah, Terraform is a infrastructure as a code.
Right. Yeah.
It is basically used to build a infrastructure.
Yeah. True. So Terraform is a tool for coding for infra. Yeah. So coding, I don't think so. I have to tell you what is coding. And I've been telling you, you need to code for the product. You need to code for the testing the product. You need to code for the CI. You need to code for CD. You need to, code for infrastructure. For everything, you need a code for it. Different coding. We have to do that. So using Terraform, we are coding for infra. Now, next question is, what's in infra? That is something we need to understand. Okay. So any idea what can be in infrastructure? What can be? All of you?
Application, OS,
Yeah. So I'll give you
basic
that list of things which we can use it in infra, and that is called provider in Terraform. Here, look at this. Whatever I'm showing you, that's in infra. AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Kubernetes, Oracle Cloud. Look at this. Can you tell me the numbers? 3214.
infos.
So that many infrastructure platform we have. Okay, that many infrastructure platform we have, and you need to write a code for it. Simple. So,
So Rajesh, these are the cloud platform provider, no? So
huh,
what is infrastructure basically in this?
this is infrastructure, no? I'll ask you in a simple way. Where do you run your servers? At AWS.
Yes.
Where do you run your application? EC2, AWS. Where do you run your applications? Pod, Kubernetes. Where do you run your application? VMware somewhere in this list. Getting onwards.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
do you host your code? GitHub. So here 3000 plus platform you have which you use for infrastructure. So you write a code, you need to write a code for it. Getting my points? That means if I ask you, hey, deploy this application, so you should not tell me, hey, go to, let me put it up in this, go and create this many EC2 instance, security group, VPC, route tables, what else, NAT gateway, internet gateway, security groups, EBS, S3, IAM, this, that, RDS, SQS, SNS, SES, code commit, code pipeline. You should not tell me all this thing. I get mad actually. You should tell me run this code, everything will be created, run this code, everything will be deleted. That's all you should tell me. Are you understanding? All of you?
Can you repeat it once again, Rajesh?
Same thing. I mean, in order to run any application, you create a hell lot of resources and then install the application and then up and running. You're just going to give me one script now, which will create a resources or create every resources or delete the resources. Understanding?
Yes.
So now this is something which is called Terraform, coding for infrastructure. Now they have a two release basically. One is community release, which is a more or less command line. One is enterprise release, which is a UI. Okay, UI and paid. There is a cloud release also, which you can use it for that. Okay, so three release: community, enterprise, and cloud. Now this tool is written in Golang. If you want to optimize it, you want to customize it, you have to do that. This tool is from the HashiCorp. Anyone have idea what is HashiCorp?
Vault.
HashiCorp is a company name. Many tools I have added from HashiCorp in your courses. The first tool which I taught you is Vagrant, if you remember. Second, Vault. Third, which is this one, Terraform. Fourth, Consul, and like that. So yes, it's a HashiCorp product. Terraform is a HashiCorp product to automating the infrastructure work, coding for infra. Okay, so any questions of so far, all of you?
We need to know this Golang because so many components have been created with that language. Will it be helpful for us in the future?
Yes, Golang. If you see that Kubernetes has been written in Golang, Docker, Terraform, Consul. Nowadays, almost all the latest tools is being written in Golang. This language is introduced by Google and very powerful. So yeah, maybe not now, but maybe after 6 months, I'm planning to introduce and replace Python with Golang. I'm just thinking maybe in future by looking at all the patterns and all.
Is there any language called Mojo is coming, which is replacing Python and Golang? I'm just
No idea about that actually.
okay. Thanks.
Okay, so all of you understood that what is a Terraform?
Yes.
Okay, now why do we need it? No more answer, coding, simple for everything. That is a concept. So if you're coding for everything, so you code for infrastructure also. Infrastructure creation, have to have a code for it. Infrastructure destruction, you need to have a code for. One command for, I'll put it in this way, one command for whole infrastructure creation for an application, one command for updating your infrastructure, and one command for destroying the infrastructure, the one which you created. Very simple. Okay, all of you. Hello.
Yeah, Raj.
Yeah, yes, right.
Okay, so that's all. Not many jargons you need to know. Now next question is how it works. How it works. This is the most important question and you should know. How this Terraform, using Terraform, you can code for 3214, and mind it, every day is getting increased actually. So this many platforms you can code for it. How? And that we need to understand. And this question itself has a lots of answer hidden. Okay, so let's focus on it. So guys, this is you and you are writing one code. Mind it, one code for everything. So how many providers you have? AWS, Kubernetes, Google Cloud for time being. Provider means platform, infrastructure platform. In reality, you have 3,201 to 142 per day for this today. But let's take it three things. By the way, my questions to all of you: if you want to automate uh, AWS, what you have to do? Anyone? If you want to automate, what you need to use on AWS?
What do you mean?
AWS
You mean
API
this virtual machine creation in AWS?
I mean automated, not manual.
by using the
XA,
Uh-huh.
AWS API for automating.
API, but there is one service also. What is
yes,
that called?
IAM maybe.
No, that's a
IAM,
security related type.
Okay.
Transformation.
Which one? Cloud formation. Okay.
Yes.
If you want to automate AWS, cloud formation is there. And if you want to automate Google, this one, Azure ARM is there. Correct. If you want to
Yes.
automate Kubernetes and all, we have Helm and all kind of things which you can use it. So if you have 3,000, think about it. Very simple question. If you have 3,214 platform, are you going to learn 3,214 specification, 3,000 coding standard, 3,000 best practices, 3,000 syntax, way of syntax? Are you going to learn? Don't you think you get mad? Correct now? So something you can automate in YAML, some platform you can automate in XML, some platform you can automate in JSON, some in some shell scripting, some in some customized scripting. So hell lot of things we have to learn. So now idea is very simple. One code here, one code for everything. How can it be possible? That means using one coding standard, one coding language, one coding specification, one best practices you can use and automate entire 3000 plus infrastructure platform. How that can be possible? You have any idea how it can be done?
All right.
So guys, let me ask you one simple question. Today, if I ask you to automate Kubernetes, AWS, Google Cloud, you will go ahead and do something with the API, correct? Automation scripting, correct now?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do we do in this case? So mind it, all platform which you have seen 3000, they support API. So how do we design this? I write one code understood by 3000 platform. How can we do that? How can we do that? So
Using
that is where,
Terraform.
uh-huh. So that is where you write one code. This code you write in HCL. What is this HCL stand for?
SecOps.
Huh.
Configuration language.
Configuration language, yes. So you write one code that standard it, one specification is SCL. It's a it's a very easy to write, easy to debug, easy to understand, easy to read and write everything and all. Very easy. So you have written one code in SCL, and this code you have written for AWS also, Kubernetes also, GitHub also, Azure also, Google Cloud also, everything. Only one coding standard you need to learn. This I'll teach you. Now what to do with this code? So this code we send to Terraform. So what is Terraform then? So Terraform is executable, one executable. Mind it. I said Terraform is just the executable, which is lying in your laptop. You send this code and say, hey, only two command, apply or destroy. So this command will do two things. It will edit and it will, it will create, mind it, and it will update also. Apply will do two things and destroy means you know that. That means you are saying, hey, I want 5 resources to be created here, 5 resources here, 5 resources here. So 5, 5, 5, and you send to Terraform and say, hey Terraform, I want to create 5, 5, 5, create apply, send it to a Terraform, and then forget about it. So far so good. Any questions?
Hello.
Yeah.
Rajesh, my question is here. So for the respective cloud, AWS, Azure, and GCP, if they are having the tools like cloud formation, ARM, so what's the requirement for the Terraform?
Nothing. Just you need to know resources, 5 resources, 5 resources, 5 resources, one of which will be yours.
So which tool should we will implement on the project wise? Suppose they are having the cloud formation on the replace of Terraform. They are having ARM tool replace of the Terraform. So why we need the Terraform? What's the difference between Terraform and these are?
Answer you have it. Using cloud formation, how many platform you can automate? Tell me.
Only one.
Hello? Only one. Using
Yes,
ARM, how many? One.
one.
Using Terraform, how many? Got it?
Many.
Yes, yes.
3214. Second thing, writing YAML or JSON. for YAML or JSON for CloudFormation and ARM. You know that how it's irritating. I don't know whether you experience or not, but I'm telling you here you need to write in SCL. Compared to SCL is compared to YAML and YAML and JSON, easy to learn, easy to write, easy to debug, easy to share, easy to troubleshoot, and all. Make sense?
Okay. Yes, yes, got.
Yeah. So now you have written one code and then you send to Terraform, hey Terraform, create these resources. Now the problem with the Terraform is Terraform understood this code because you gave this five for 3 provider in my case. Now Terraform will need to send this code to five resources to AWS, 5 resources to Kubernetes, 5 resources to GitHub. The problem with this Terraform is they can send this request, but SCL is not understood by AWS API or Kubernetes API or this one, what is it, GitHub API. Correct now?
Yeah.
Correct now?
Yes,
That is the
yes,
problem.
yes.
See, your platform don't understand SCL. Terraform understand SCL. So what do we do in this case? That is where conversion is required for it. So Terraform introduce one more component architecture, okay, in between the API and then this one. And this is also executable only. Executable. Executable. What do we call it? This one? This we call it provider actually. What do we call it? Provider. Provider is executable. What happens? Terraform receive this code, understand this. Okay, this is for AWS, this is for Azure, this is for Google Cloud, and send to provider for conversion. This guy knows that what you are trying to convert in a API specific format, supported format, and send to API with the access. That's all. So now when you make a request to API, response you get in what format? Tell me.
Ashika format.
JSON format.
No.
JSON
API
format.
request,
Not clear.
JSON format. Correct now?
Yeah.
So what happens? APIs receive the response in JSON format, and that JSON format response is getting stored in one file, which is called state file. The state file in JSON file, what it contains? Response for API. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes,
Rajesh, like one
Huh?
thing, API again responded back to the provider or directly to the state file?
No, this provider will make a call, right? And we'll get a response here. Basically, you call it here or here, this not a problem because we don't experience. To be honest, I don't know whether the provider write a file, state file, or Terraform write a state file, but it's the same thing. Response, you got it, and then you write a state file here. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
What file it is? A straight file. Or what?
State file.
STRA.
State file. State. Uh, State means Rajasthan is one state. State file.
Got
Okay.
It's a JSON. Okay, so guys, so this is how it works. So let me write it. This is you will write the code in SCL. I'll teach you. That's very simple. You'll send this code with apply, Terraform apply or Terraform destroy. Apply means you want to create it or update it. A destroy means whatever that you have in a state file, you want to destroy it. Okay, so this is executable, mind it.
Hello.
So Rajesh, destroy command is apply on the state file, right?
Yeah, this is also executable. This is called providers. How to get it, I'll teach you. And this is
Don't
the
we get
platform.
don't we get any confirmation before destroying, Rajesh? It's just like
Yeah,
acid.
yes.
Okay.
Creation and destruction, both you get confirmation. Are you sure? Are you sure? Or something like that.
Okay.
Okay. So what happens? Apply. It read your this file. Mind it. This one. And then send this. When it destroy, it read your state file and send the request to the provider, and provider make a call.
Sorry, I don't understand this. Can you repeat it again?
Which one?
Uh, distraction with state file.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so when you say, hey,
introduction of state file doesn't clearly picture it, where it starts, where it ends, those things.
so see here, very simple. There is just think about simple way. One instance you wanted to create, you write a code for it, you send to Terraform, apply. Here it's sent to is this provider. This provider make a request to API. This resource is created, returned in JSON file, and then stored in this. So which instance got created? Remember that in your account may have thousands of instances only, but instance ID you got updated here in JSON file. Next time you say, hey, destroy these resources. So they will read this what instance you have created earlier, which you need to destroy. Take it, send this request, and then destroy.
No, I didn't get that this time one. So when you said, see, I understand it stores the state file. After state file, it gets created or what? That first you giving the creation request. If the executable goes to the provider, provider goes to the AWS. AWS sends the response back to provider and stores in state file.
Yeah.
And after state file,
Response
what
of
happens?
state file, nothing. Work is done.
So that means it executed and stores in state file, or after storing in state file, it goes to
Response response of AWS API call is
okay.
stored. Response means
After executing it,
hey AWS create one instance.
okay.
AWS say, hey, I have created one instance. This is the instance ID and private IP address, public IP address, and all this thing. That's the response. Correct, no?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. And immediately after
So
stores the response in the state file, when you create the, destroy, what happens next? Because that part
so
again.
when you destroy, so that what resources exactly you created only you have in a state file, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So that need to be before sending a request. You need to know, you need to tell what you want to destroy, because in AWS is for the company you have thousands of resources.
Right.
So here in a JSON file, you have an exact detail of resources which you want to destroy, and it will only destroy that resources.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah,
Again, it is a part of request code you're doing just like executable, right? You have to write
yeah,
the code
yeah.
for that resource. Okay.
I'll show you the demo.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Oh, okay. So my question was, where does this provider and state file reside on the developers
In
or
your
DevOps engineer
laptop.
laptop?
It this is laptop. This is laptop.
Okay, so if they have this file on their laptop, isn't that a security issue because they have all the information of where what all the instances got created and where they reside on the VPC and all that
Of
stuff?
course, of course, this is security issues. But for now, you can keep it in laptop. But in a production, you'll have some jump server and some secure locations.
Okay, okay,
That
great.
will be right now. I'm telling you, so you should learn properly. After that, where you keep this your laptop, you can keep laptop in your laptop. I'm putting in a very simple way. You can keep your laptop in some boxes in a EC2 instance. You can keep the laptop in some protected VPC also. Laptop
Mhm.
means that you are the place from where you workspace.
Oh, got it. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so this is tough. So what I need to do? So guys, very simple one. First thing, I need to download this executable, Terraform executable. Very simple one. Then second thing, I need to download providers. Okay, I'll teach you how to download. Third thing, I need to write a code. Fourth thing, I need to call apply. Fifth thing, call will happen. Sixth thing, JSON file will be created. Understood?
Understood, Rajesh. In case if there is a error, if there is no space or something like you're wrongly
Those
created
are the
something.
things. Yeah, those are the fixing.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go and download this in laptop only. So just, it's not complicated, so don't complicate your mind also. I said not complicated, man. That means just download. I said download. That means really download. If you're Linux guys, if you're Windows guys, this one. I'm selecting it. Many people in the later point they'll say, Rajesh, I downloaded, it's not working. So don't download 386. It's not our architecture which you're using. AMD64 we are using it. Download this executable. I have downloaded already and put it in the one location which you know, that tools location. I don't know where exactly that is. C drives. Just a second. Let me. C drives, tools, and Terraform. Do you see here? So I downloaded and extracted in this location. That's your executable. I repeat, no need to install. It's just a copy. So I hope you are getting me what I'm trying to stress. It's not installation. It's just a download and copy.
Yeah.
Correct now?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. Now, because I am lazy guy, I want to run Terraform command from anywhere. I don't want to call this C tools Terraform. So you know what to do for that, all of you? Add this path in the environment variable here. Look at this. That's all. So this way you can call the Terraform command from anywhere. Okay. So that is a done. Can we validate? Go to the command line and type. My system is slow a little bit. I don't know what is the reason for it. Where Terraform, enter. Oh, sorry. What is the command in Windows?
Terraform TRRA, right?
See. Terraform. Correct now? So this is the stuff which you have it. Got it? This is the one. Terraform.exe. So you want to run Terraform? Run this. And guys, you need to learn these many codes. These are main codes. Supported codes also is here. Apply and destroy. Do you remember that? Apply and destroy. I said. So guys, can I consider this is done?
Yes. Just clicking that
Second,
one is enough, Rajesh. Like no parameters, nothing like that.
no, nothing. I'll show you that.
Okay.
Second thing, I need to download providers. This is the page actually. So how do we download? So guys, downloading manually also you can. Sorry. So downloading manually also you can do that, but it's so irritating actually. Lots of copy paste here and there and all kind of things. It's also executable. I said this is also executable, but I will download through code this time. Yeah, same code which I was talking about here. Yes, provider you can download through the code also. How? So let me create one directory here. Terra, and now I'll write a code. So the question is, okay, first question, how do you store it? Answer is, file name can be anything but ending with tf. Okay, that's the first question and answer. Second thing is, can I keep it the different code here 5 resources in 3 different file, three different .tf? Answer is yes. But mind it, in one directory, again I'm asking you to be noticing me on my word. No matter how many file you created, how many files you create in a one directory, all files will be merged at the time of calling apply or destroy. That means it'll become one project. Whether you write every resources in one file or you write in multiple files, TF files, still it will be considered as a one project in one folder. Are you understanding, all of you?
No, Rajesh, because one file you write for deletion, one write for for destroying, one for creation.
No,
But
no, no, no,
still,
no.
okay,
You apply all file at one go, you destroy all file at one go. Simple.
okay,
Whether you have one file in one directory or 10 files, it will still consider one call,
okay,
one project. For example, here I write one file for providers, okay, .atf, and here I put the 10 resources for AWS, TF, and here I'll put one for Azure resources, TF. This all resources you write in each file, whether you write all in one file or all in multiple files, still in one directory considered to be one project, one call. Apply will happen to every files, destroy will happen to every files. Will you remember this?
yeah.
But Rajesh, the thing is, if we want to like destroy only AWS instances, so how we can?
Yeah, there is a one hmm, there is one concept we have that is called module. I need to teach you. Okay, not now. Okay, so guys, are you understanding, all of you?
Yes, Rajesh.
So now the question was, how do we download the provider using code? So yes, I have to write a code. I wrote the code. Okay. And now the question is, which code will help me to download AWS and GitHub provider? So I don't know. I don't know. I will ask this page. I'll go to AWS provider. I'll ask, hey provider, can you please tell me how do I download? It's a common pattern. One more thing, which is important. Do not use Google uh, uh, in this case. And then why I'm asking you not to use it? I'm asking you to not use Google because because Terraform is having lots of changes very frequently. So and their documentation is more advanced. Okay, so I would suggest you use the official documents only. Okay, get a habit of it. So here this code will help me to download the provider. I open up, my system is little slow today. Only this code is needed, the one which I selected. Are you able to see my screen, right? Hello.
Yeah, Rajesh.
Okay, now why this code is there is not important, but because if you want to hard code this executable with certain version, then this block is important. Sometime, because I told you, right, today you are writing with this version. Okay, after 2 months that code will not work. 3 months, some little modifications you have to make it with the latest version. So in that case, to avoid a failure, you are hard coding, hey, I'm writing with this code and run it only with this code. That will be easier for you. So like that. So though this is only needed for downloading the provider, this is, you can hard code for the things. Okay, so guys,
Uh, So this one, the version is okay. Every 3 months you can do it, or 4 months. But under that provider AWS, that is the code which is downloading the provider.
Yeah, this code 10 to 12 code, number
Okay,
of lines of code, which is helping you to download the provider. I'll teach you.
okay. And this ash is a
Now, so
comment or what, Rajesh? Ash.
this is comment.
Okay.
This is comment. Okay, so now next one, which provider you want? I'll go for the GitHub also. I'll search for GitHub. GitHub. This is the one. Mind it, providers. Okay, conceptually be strong. Providers. So use providers. This one. So guys, look at my screen. Now this is the duplicate section. So this will download the GitHub. So this will throw an error because Terraforms Stanza and Terraform 2 times. What to do? Simple. Done. Only one section is required for Terraform in one project. So,
But they both have different versions, right, Ran?
because these all are different executable. You must notice different. These all are different people are developing actually. So AWS is developed by AWS. GitHub is developed by GitHub. Got it? It's are different executable,
Oh,
not Terraform.
oh, it's the version of AWS or GitHub, not the Terraform.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terraform I downloaded. No, here I showed you which version I'm having. I forgot actually. This is the Terraform which I downloaded.
I don't see it just given a version for Terraform. So,
It's here
oh,
1.44.
okay.
Okay.
Rajesh, is this
So
the language is indentation or like anywhere like you can paste it like a D?
no, anywhere. Yeah, no identifications.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a good about SCL actually.
Okay.
Okay. So done, guys. AWS, GitHub, and Terraform. So now that's the done. But the question was, how do we download it? So you have to remember one command which I want you to read it yourself. I'm not going to tell you, and that is here. Prepare your working directory for other commands. I mean, it's a very generic word. Basically, in simple way, in it will download your provider. Understood? Okay. So guys, can I run it? Go to the command line and remember the same directory. Run the Terraform in it. And it should download. See, it's downloading from the internet.
So we have this Terra folder where we have this .tf files, and from where you're running the Terraform.
Terra folder means any folder can. I just name it Terraform. Don't look at those stuff. Guys, downloading happen. Now I want to show you. This is the one. This folder will be hidden actually. Okay. So you have to enable this show hidden files or something like that here. Let me show you that. HashiCorp, AWS, file here it is. This is the one provider, AWS. Let me show you the second one. This is the second one. Which command downloaded this provider? All of you?
init command initialization.
Init command. Remember that. Init. Yeah. So guys, this is also done. Are you okay?
Yes.
Rajesh, can you repeat the steps? Like after creating the init file, init command, you're just writing the
Just
init command, right? Before that, you have
that's
this
all.
file.
That's all. I just copy this code in the one file, TF file, and run
Okay.
init. That's all I did. Nothing else.
Sorry, you are providing that file name somewhere? No, right? You're just running
No,
the.
no. I told
No.
you. automatically when you run this command in this
Okay.
directory, all the TF will consider to be one project,
Understood.
whether you have 1 TF or 10 TF.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
Okay, so that is done, guys. So
So
provider
Rajesh,
is
one
also done.
question. In
Yeah,
the TF file, in case if we write code for destroy and we run we start give the parameters in it, so will the code not work or it will, I mean, what will
for
be the outcome?
destroy,
Yeah,
destroy.
in case if we, yeah, in case if I type
There's
destroy,
no, there is no state file, no, right now. So
okay,
there's no state file, so destroy will not happen, no.
okay,
Remember that
like that.
for destroy you need this one.
State file, okay, okay,
Yeah, see here. Oh, there's a spelling mistake actually. State file is needed as of now, not created.
okay, okay, okay. Please. Okay.
Okay, guys, so this is done. Now third part, which is writing a code. Okay, and this code I will teach you how to write it and where to write a code. Here. So I'll write a code in this one or this one, anywhere you can write, that's not a problem. So far so good. Any questions, any doubts so far?
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.